My name is Doug Richmond. I'm an amateur inventor and kind of a backyard fabricator. If I can't find it, I'll make it. Right now, BP has a problem down there in the Gulf. They have an oil leak. What they have is a pipe, just like this one right here, running all the way down to the seabed. Down at the bottom, they have a cap and a blowout preventer. The cap is not controlling all of the oil. So far, everything BP has tried has been complex and has required a great deal of precision. My idea is simple, very simple. Keep it simple and it'll work. Make a tent, 30 feet to 60 feet on the bottom diameter. This is a PVC covered cotton, which would easily withstand the oil and the temperatures at that depth. Take the tent, slide it down over top of the pipe that's already in place. That acts as a guide, and it also acts as a support for the flexible tubing that goes up to within 300 feet of the surface. Now, as the tent comes down, it'll start collecting oil in underneath the rim here. That will start to displace seawater. You can start pulling seawater off at the top, which means the oil and water won't mix, the gas will not crystallize, and we won't end up with ice crystals as we did the first time with BP's oil containment dome. Continue lowering it slowly, allowing it to fill up with oil until the entire length is full of oil, and then slowly set it down onto the seabed. This will keep all of the oil that the cap is allowing to vent inside this area. This area will pressurize, it will become stiff, and it'll come up to the distribution collar. Now the distribution collar right here will have a pneumatic seal on the inside, kind of like an inner tube. It'll, once you pump it up, it'll seal in tight against this pipe, and you will have no leak by. At the distribution collar, you will have anywhere from 4 to 8 hoses running to the surface. Now, at the surface there will be buoys that will hang on to these so that tankers can take a suction from them. You will have about 50 to 100 feet of extra play in them so that if we do have a hurricane, you have plenty of room for the buoys to bob without messing around with anything. The tankers can take a suction off of the end of the lines, 8 of them, 4 of them, and suck till their heart's content and keep all of the oil out of the Gulf. If you have any questions, if you have comments, jd.richmond@verizon.net. Thanks for listening. Let's get this out there. Let's get the problem solved.